Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of mono white. But this is not mono white like you've seen before. This is a fun version of mono white. Well, I say fun. It's a different version of mono white. Let's put it that way. This is this kind of mono white. So there's some spice going on here, some fun stuff going on with a couple of cards that don't happen to be in this hand. But for the most part, this is sort of a mono white control deck. Birth of Lotus. We will get all of our planes out of this deck by the end of this game, so don't worry about that. If you were worried we weren't going to pull all of our planes out, no. They're all coming out. Fauna Shaman. That might be a little fast for us. We'll play this planes. We're going to play this Restoration. We're going to remember to stack our triggers correctly next turn. Go get planes. Because I think... I mean, if we're not dead here, which we could be, because... I don't think that does it. I don't think that does anything to us. Stack these like this. So that we can then do... I don't think Blast Zone's going to be particularly useful for us here. Gonna pass. You know, maybe telegraph the Wandering Emperor a little bit. Oh my god, I hate them. I just... Seriously? At least they didn't get anything crazy going on. Whee!
Run away. You'll be safer. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Oh, there's one of our fun cards. Whoosh.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to win pretty hard here. Two. What do they have for two? Aww.
Years of training for this.
It's okay though. We get to play Faceless Haven here. So they've got a lot of mana next turn. This Fauna Shaman is likely to be able to get them something. That said, if they go for... Here's what I'm going to do. Hopefully they're going for some sort of destruction. You know, okay, no, we can do this. We could get
I will rid you of your corruption.
the spyglass, and that lets us know if we need to name Fauna Shaman or if we can name like Nissa or Kenrith. No, we need to name Fauna Shaman. Yeah, you can cast whatever is in your hand. That's fine, but oh, is this one? We cast spells. Okay, yeah, we can just cast it. Go ahead, give it haste and trample. Awesome. Double wall.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think we have. We couldn't quite just lock them out of the game there. I doubt that there's because we didn't have enough white mana for like we could exile their Kenrith, down take the Karn, get Book of Exalted Deeds. But we couldn't then activate it in the same turn because it's 6 white to do that. We could have gotten Urza's Silex and popped it, which would have been funny, but it wouldn't have really done anything. And unfortunately, we're short lands. We're not sideboarding anything. It's just, but it feels very close to having the win, but we didn't quite have it there. Oh boy. Nope. Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. We will, I think, keep this in prey. Oh, no, we died. Everyone brings in Leyline of the Void. I mean, we're sort of a graveyard deck. But, like, there's also just other stuff that will ruin you. Oh no. Oh no, this opponent is in for the worst day. Oh, come on. That's not fun. That card's dead. So let's get. Let's do. So we go Karn, down tick, get. What? I mean. Brain? But we can't brain them this turn. Spyglass? Spyglass doesn't stop like a leyline binding or something like that. I guess Spyglass gives us the information that we need to like make the appropriate determination. And it might just lock them
Evil
on.
must not be tolerated. You will not threaten this world.
Okay, no, it didn't lock them. It actually didn't do anything. They're just gonna play Skyclave next turn and eat our Karn. We name one of their payoffs, like Kenrith. Or Nissa, we could name, but if they draw a land here, they could gamble. They're not going to gamble. Okay.
There are greater battles to fight.
So they have red, white, blue, green. I don't think it matters what we do. So we're just going to... Yeah, we're just going to pass. It doesn't really matter what we do in terms of disrupting their colors and of lands. Sure, that'll resolve. You want to know what you can have? Yeah, we still have white sources after that, so... You could have a clue. Instead of whatever nonsense that thing was going to do. So if we do this... No, I think that leaves us with 3. Tap this for 3. Tap this, sack it, get a white. 1, yeah, no. Doesn't work.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Whoosh the Skyclave. They're gonna stomp. Oh, stomp Wandering Emperor. Sure, yeah, that's fine.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Unfortunately, the 2 cards in my hand are dead. We could demo field, but it really isn't going to do anything. It might now. It might screw up their colors now because they tapped. They tapped good colors for that, but... I mean, for us, it's more like just getting the white source in case we, the 6th white source. In case we ever untap with a Karn and the chance to combo and just end the game. That's not it. That's not it. That's just a Birth of Meletis. Get this thing. Smack him for 4. I would rather not give them cards if we don't have to, right? That's what's going to kill us here, is if they get to draw out of it. Draw into something that is... Sure, that's fine. Like, Bone Crusher is annoying, but... it's not gonna... There's the last planes! I mean, we're not discarding anything because nothing's going to our graveyard, so we're just gonna get our draw on, and we should do this now. I'll pass. No, that's alright. I'll keep this. Play another Mutavault. Draw. Play another Restoration. There are no more planes in my deck. We could have gotten in for 2 there with the Muta. That was just a mistake. I mean, they could just have other removal spells, though, other than these Bone Crushers. I doubt they do, though. No, that's alright. It's really funny. This is really just a very delayed creature on the Restoration now, because we didn't get the planes off of it. This is a crazy number of lands to have drawn for, you know, no lands being left in the deck. But now we go to combat. We attack with this. I will trade for this Bone Crusher. I want the attack trigger. It might be a blocks too, but like, whatever. This is so... This match is so lost in the sauce, it's not even funny. Yay! It came back. trade off the vehicle. I knew they were going to draw into something, but there wasn't really like a way to apply a significant amount more pressure. Question here becomes, so we're going to let them decide whether they want to pay first. They took the draw and the... Well, this is just a really delayed creature. And we've drawn a ridiculous number of lands, so... Sure, brother. You could just cast them, you know? Like, you didn't have to put this thing out there and restrict yourself from doing anything. I guess Cavalier of Flame is now really good for him. Okie dokie. This is super annoying. Yeah, sure. So, you see, the thing here is, if I draw a Karn...
I will remake the multiverse in my...
Oh, you were just sitting on Nicol Bolas for some fucking... I mean...
My intellect is without limit.
I don't... Because you are, of course, a Nicol Bolas deck. Because you have to be playing the stupid broken deck, but it's the fun version, right? This is the fun version. This was on Kenrith. Why did I kill Kenrith? That was stupid. I think a Karn... Does Karn just... Yeah, Karn just wins. No, it doesn't win, because they have Nicol Bolas. Of course it doesn't win. I forgot, yeah. We should have just killed the Omnath. I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. Our opponent also has no lands. I can pay for this, right? Like, this is so dumb.
The land shall conquer you.
They have Nicol Bolas, which means that Karn doesn't just win in that sense. We could get Leveler. Cityscape Leveler. Kill the Nikki V. If we draw Karn. Yeah. Sure. Really upset about the strict Proctor. They had a bad time. Now we're having a bad time. Everybody's having a bad time in this game.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Are we just decking them out? Is that our plan here? Do I have a way to make them draw cards? I have Stone Brain. I mean, they're not going to attack into anything, so...
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. We've got the edge in this fight.
Well, there's Karn. Unfortunately, that statue makes this a little more problematic.
Strike fast and strike hard.
And we kind of just have to play Karn. And then I guess we...
I will fight.
3... Hold on. It's an additional 2, so if we get the book, it's 5 to play it, 1 to activate the Mutavault, and 3 to pop the book. If they have a Stomp in hand, 2, 3, they could still have Stomp.
True goodness can never be corrupted.
I don't think there's a way that they get us besides the Stomp here. We could just get the boat and bolt the Nissa so they don't ult it. Or Portal to start recurring their stuff. But let's see if the book will work. That is the correct tap. Tap for colorless. Fire it up. Activate book.
I have other plans. Yours.
I guess that's that.
Huh?
What will happen now? The land will not forsake you.
Huh?
Life cannot be denied.
Oh, that hits. Why? Why does that hit everything? At least their exile is gone now, so like. Were they a one of Nikibi? It could have been a one of Nikibi deck. There's definitely 2 more or 3 more Nicobolas in this deck. With like, without question. Hey, it's a castle. They pitch an Omnath. What haven't they gotten all of? Yasharn? Sure, Yasharn's fine. We can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Okay. Oh look, another bank buster. It's interesting, we're actually running low on mana. I mean, for them, just getting additional cards is just bad now. Oh, they couldn't. Okay, yeah. Also, they couldn't have gone to. I'm not like super concerned about drawing cards either, so. Another castle. I'm just concerned like they might have a way to kill this. We still have like way more cards than them though, so it's fine. Sweeping the board is like really bad for us. Oh look, they have a castle too. I mean, this is really funny because it's a waiting game, and I think they think they're gonna win, but Arena's weird about tapping sometimes. Cool. So now we have a sneaky way out if they go for us. We can crew. So if they do blow up this land, we have a sneaky way to like maybe survive if they try and get us. I mean, it's 10 turns, so they have 10 turns to live. I'm just gonna make more dorks. Like, play a blast zone. Play an extremely delayed creature. This is really just a waiting game and seeing whether or not they have a means to destroy our land at this point. We have a way to destroy our own land, but that's not them, so... Let's not even tempt fate with that. Let's not even tempt fate with that. This is gonna be like a 2-game video because this game is taking forever. We could Fateful Absence our own creature and draw. You know what? No. We're gonna Fateful Absence their creature and see if they draw because they should want to. Let's hit Omnath, yeah, because if they play another Omnath, they draw. Go ahead, draw a card. Draw a card, friend. Come on, you know you want to draw. They didn't draw. Well, now they're going to draw. Now they're going to do it. Come on. You know you want to. There's the Reef. That's one more card out of their deck. Six cards left. Bone Crusher, sure. I mean, they don't know. Here's Karn. Does Karn get me anywhere? I could take a shot at what might be left in their deck. One Leyline. So yeah, let's just brain them. They're down 3 Leyline of the Void, so no, 2 Leyline of the Void. So 2 Leyline of the Void are in their deck or in their hand. Target you. So Leyline is the choice. Leyline of the Void. There's one in hand. Oh my gosh, there's no way. They can't do it. They lose. They're running two ley lines. You only brought 2 and you had one in your opener. Well, they don't have a way to destroy the land, and they don't know that they're not going to win. Yep. Let's do the trick now, so they maybe scoop to it.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. You're done.
Show them the trick. But then we do this and actually kill them.
is greater than myself.
This. Play it. Oh, that was wrong. That was the wrong thing. Oops. That was the wrong artifact.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
We just don't tempt fate by playing either of these lands. So, just passing. There's too much opportunity to like misclick and activate either one of them. There's your 3 cards. So yeah, we wouldn't have got him this turn, at least. We would have named Fires, hit. Maybe we would have hit. Maybe we would have got him. Guess what? They're trying to find it. They're trying to find the thing.
to wandering.
It's here. It's right here, friend.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I mean, I could kill them now, but I'm just gonna pass the turn. They're gonna die. They found it at the end there. You can see the highlights move over it. Like... Oh. So that was an incredibly long match. Our opponent did not want to lose, and also didn't really understand what we did. They thought they were just like stalling us out and gonna win the game like that, because they had been on the back foot to start. But that it's definitely something to be mindful of. Like, board states can get very complicated. When your opponent does something that looks really weird, like, activating Karn, getting an artifact, firing up a land, doing a thing to the land, just pay attention to what that is, because, well, in that case, it's, they can't lose. It's a Platinum Angel effect, which on a land is very strong. But, people can do all sorts of weird stuff. Yeah, so this is, that was some mono white. Sort of control-ish. It's a different sort of archetype. Like, it's mono white Karn, really, is what it is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this card is so stupid. If this card wasn't... Okay. This Karn the Great Creator is a terrible, terrible card for so many different places in terms of its impact on gameplay. In terms of how it plays as a player, like, the card is great, obviously. In terms of how if you're trying to win, the card is great. If you're trying to make a good game, the card is not. It is terrible. It's really bad for the gameplay, because it's the kind of card that shifts people. First off, the static is awful. Second off, the +1, like, it's thematic, but then when it's used on stuff that costs 0, like opponents' lands after turning them into artifacts with liquid metal coating, or them just being artifacts, like, it's abused. It's abusable. And that's really a problem. And then the -2, like, these wish style effects, we got them out of, or they left competitive play for a reason, right? Particularly when they're not selecting from a truly limited subset of cards. Like, the lesson learned mechanic, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can see its purpose in, bringing the concept of sideboarding and sideboard picks to a pretty heavily best of one skewed format. Like the drafts on Arena are pretty heavily best of one skewed because, I mean, the reward structure on best of three is terrible when you. But that's beside the point. Yeah, yeah. So this doesn't do that. This goes and gets the traditionally most broken type of card in Magic the Gathering. That is artifacts, because artifacts are colorless typically, and colorless means any deck can run them, which means that this goes in any deck, and you can build a deck around this card, and this card becomes a toolbox that is just absolutely ridiculous at answering any possible problem. We have graveyard hate. We have, aggro hate. We have more graveyard hate because, sometimes one-shot graveyard hate's not going to do it for you. So Unlicensed Hearse can give you that more piecemeal effect. We have this random card for some reason, because I thought it would be neat to throw it in here in a mono white deck with Planeswalkers and stuff. This card, because I love this card. Like, the looting is great. This card, actually, the life gain actually matters. You can grind pretty well with it. We have Boat, because Boat is good. We have Darksteel Citadel in case we need a land to get to 5, to hit like an Elspeth Conquers Death or a Doomscar next turn. We have Luxior in case we're out of threats. Let me just throw this on a walker and smack him with it. Ratchet Bomb to blow up tokens. Spyglass to deal with Planeswalkers, and other problematic permanents with activated abilities. Stone Brain to win the game eventually. Book of Exalted Deeds. You saw what that does. I mean, if you don't have a way to deal with a land, now this is something that a lot of decks can run pretty easily. Like, you throw a Demolition Field or two in your deck and you just, sit on it. It's fine. Which is why I don't think this combo is, like, truly problematic, but, people have to be aware of it, I guess. We have Karn Silex for bigger board wipes. We have Cityscape Leveler, which will, blow up problematic permanents and maybe just, run people over and win the game. And we have Portal to Phyrexia, which will also do a smaller wipe and eventually win the game, like, if it sticks around. And all of those are packed into this one little card here. So we have 4 copies of whatever we need at the exact moment that we need it. Potentially more if we, if this sticks around for a turn, then GG. We got 2 silver bullets for your deck. Right? For this exact, and not just for your deck, but for this exact situation that we're in. That's what it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, including my little rant there at the end. And I know we didn't get many games in, but I'll probably be playing this again. It performed relatively well. There's probably some tuning to be done. Doomscar is a little awkward. Like, I would probably, I'm thinking maybe Farewell is the correct option there instead of Doomscar. So I'll probably come back with this a little tuned up, a little bit different. And maybe with more planes. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, with that said, I'll see y'all next time.